How y'all doing? It's Rob Bowden, Matthew Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Richard TV 91. This time I'm reviewing DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Season 4, Episode 11. What happens on this week's episode is the Legends go to Nate's father's funeral, and while they're at the funeral, Constantine, Heatwave, and Nate stay at the funeral, but the rest of the Legends go off to like 18 something to make sure Jane some kind of famous writer, James Osteen or something like that, writes her books. What happens is there's this god of love that's messing with everybody in this town, and it's making this woman not want to write her books. And the Legends are trying to convince her to write her books and save the timeline in the process. And Mona is trying to convince her to do this, but this woman Jane doesn't want to do this, and then Mona gets mad and turns into Wolfie and goes after Jane and convinces her to write her books. And while this is happening, Ari gets controlled by this god of love and almost marries this guy until the rest of the Legends snap her out of it and stop the wedding. And what else is happening is Constantine knows that Nate's father's Hank's spirit is still lurking around. And the reason being is because Hank wants Nate to know that the reason he did what he did is because he got tricked by this demon, and Constantine finds out that the demon's the one that took over his ex-boyfriend's body, and he finds this out at the end of this episode. And Nate finds out that Hank was trying to get all these magical creatures, that way he can make a theme park for Nate that Nate created when he was a kid. And other than that, the only other thing that happens is that Adam and Damien Dark's daughter hooks up in this episode, and that's all that really happened. My question for y'all is, now that Constantine knows the demon that possesses his boyfriend is the one that's behind all this, what's going to happen to that? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. It's been an episode of Richard TV 91. See you next time.